Hi, this is Brian Pfeiffer, aka the Marketing Meathead, and today I'm going to talk about life's little tragedies. Alright, so what you can see in the background here, this is a brand new garage door opener. So I know it's a little dark in here. I'm going to open up the garage in a second. So I'm going to go into the old Cadillac Escalade here, and we're going to push the new garage door opener. Let's take a look here. All right. Look at that. You can barely, there it is right there. You can barely hear the thing. It's like night and day compared to the old one. Even goes slow at the top and slow at the bottom. Pretty slick. Anyway, what I wanted to talk to you guys today about is, stuff like this. It just seems to always happen at the worst times. I'm sure you guys have been there. I had, years of kind of like beating my head against the wall, like just barely getting by. And it seemed like every time, you just about get caught up with everything, like $1,000 repair on like something happens. Okay, so this was, there it is. There's a new garage door opener. It's got some kind of neon things. Anyway, it was about $1,000. It was like $962 out the door. Guy came in one day, an hour or so. He was in here in and out. $1,000 gone. So I'm sure you guys have been there. I got some, stories from when I was, back in 2009, 2010. The economy kind of took a dip, and I was like, getting by, but like I wasn't really making enough to like afford like $1,000 like repairs on like Escalades, and I had a boat at the time. I had a 46-foot Sea Ray that I had a partner in, and it seemed like every time I turn around there was like another like an alternator would go out, or the battery system would go out, or this wire was not working or something. It was like $1,000 every time they call the guy out to fix the boat. And so what was happening is it all happened in the same year. I bought the boat, and I had to put about 20 grand down to make it happen. Well, then like 2 months later, I got hit with a 20 grand like tax bill from the year before, because I had a pretty good year. And then the boat was like a lot of maintenance. It cost us like 10 grand to move it across the country. It was like 12 something. My partner and I split it about 6 grand each. Next thing you know, like I'm like pretty much out like like 50 grand with like stuff we had to do to the boat, the down payment, the taxes, everything like hit me. So what happened was I put myself in like a decent amount of debt. Like I was probably at the time maybe 30 or 40 grand in debt. And then what happened over the next 2 years, that was kind of right after the economy kind of crashed, and it took a long time for it to really come back, and I wasn't making as much money. So I was living kind of beyond my means. And then what happened was every time like the brakes on the car would go out. I was driving, I think, an Escalade at the time. And then I had, a house that I owned, and it was always like something, the hot water heater, or the air conditioning unit, or the heating unit, or I needed to get some kind of like painting done on it. It was always something. And every time you touch anything, it seems like this, okay, the garage door opener, or anything else, it's like $1,000. So like, you get like, you got to have like that money laying around in reserve for like stuff like that, because unfortunately, like going through life, it's like never gonna end. Okay, there's always gonna be another $1,000 repair. Okay, always. So what I'm trying to get in this video and give you guys kind of a life lesson here, as you get more stuff, boats, nice cars, houses, you name it, you start getting into stuff where you want to have the toys, you start making a little more money. There's always gonna be those $1,000 repair days, okay? They're gonna never stop, okay? Every time you turn around, it's gonna be another $1,000 repair on something. So you better have a backup system in place for money, okay? Because you don't wanna extend yourself to the point where like something like this is gonna put you even in more debt, because that's what happened to me. I was basically living beyond my means, and every $1,000 repair, $2,000 repair, every vacation, it started adding up. And next thing you know, I found myself $90,000 in credit card debt. $90,000. Just the interest payment on that credit card debt was like $1,000 a month. Okay, so I was there. That was about 4 years ago. I can now say, 4 years later, I'm completely paid out of debt. I don't have, I use credit cards, but I don't pay any interest on them. So, you know, I'm in a good situation now where like $1,000 repair like this one is not that big of a deal to me. So what I'm trying to say is make sure you live within your means. Be prepared for things like this because they're going to be coming up 100% as you start to grow your net worth and your network and, you know, your nicer cars and boats and houses. These repairs are going to happen. It's just inevitable. I know right over here is my air conditioning unit, and that thing's got a cracked pan in it. Now, we fixed it with some silicone last summer, and it held up for another year. Maybe we'll get another year out of it, who knows? But that's like a $5,000-$6,000 repair right there. So I know it's coming. It's just a matter of time. But, you know, it's okay because we do okay. We have an affiliate marketing business that does very well. We've been doing campaigns doing $2,000, $3,000 a day. My services business does very well, especially this time of year. It's seasonal. And, you know, the company's overall last year, we broke 7 figures. So we're doing okay. But what I'm saying is just be prepared for stuff like the garage door opener and have some money put aside for stuff like that. Don't go and invest all your money in cryptocurrencies. Don't go invest all your money in... All right, I had a phone call there, guys. Sorry about that. Anyway, just wanted to let you guys know that it's very important to keep some, you know, like some extra dollars around on the side for stuff like that, because the last thing you want to find yourself doing is getting yourself into more debt, paying that high interest on those credit cards. Man, it sucked. Like I'm telling you, $1,000 a month in interest was brutal. Like it's 12 grand a year basically just going down the toilet. So at the end of the day, you know, I think everyone kind of understands that these repairs are going to happen and you better be prepared for them. So my advice to you from someone who's been there, been in the hole pretty far and gotten out of the hole now, is make sure you put some money on the side and be prepared for stuff like this happening because it's never going to stop happening. I'm Brian Pfeiffer, aka the Marketing Meathead. If you like what you saw today, I'd appreciate a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and bang that notifications bell. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks.